Saints Day celebrated all over the world in the church calendar. And as the diocese, we decided to celebrate it uniquely as you have seen. Thank you for sacrificing your time to be with us, especially the guest of honor. Thank you very much. You have given the All Saints Cathedral congregation great motivation and joy. Thank you very much for your moral and financial support. Thank you so much for supporting us to clear the Janani Room Church House debt. Now we are debt free. That building on Kampala Road, which is called Janani Room Church House, is ours without any debt. And we thank you so much, Your Excellency, even for directing the Minister of Finance to compensate us for our land at Entebbe and at Makerere. That would help us out. And I request that the government clears our remaining compensation of 21 billion for Makerere so that we do our mission. They cleared the other day. This financial year, we were not considered. I think I have been advised that we can see how we can calculate it so that we have our interest calculated.
As a revolutionary, he really challenged those Jews who had turned religion into something else. But the parable of the Good Samaritan showed that your tribe did not matter, your religion did not matter. What mattered was what you did, your actions. So when I find people fighting that they are fighting, and this was part of one of the reasons why in 1965 at Muiri Conference, Scripture Union, I disagreed with the Scripture Union leaders and withdrew a bit and did other things. The part of this was bigotry, chauvinism, to behave as if the denominations, Catholic, Protestant, Muslim, what? As if they are the most important thing, not the actions. And sometimes I see some of this, even, NRM of course fought this. That's how NRM succeeded. When we started our work, we rejected completely sectarianism. That's how we were able to build this force, which has been there for some time now. And I'm glad eventually when we came into the government, I don't know whether the churches copied our example. They started the Interreligious Council. I don't know whether you followed our example or you had done it before. I don't remember. But I congratulate you for having the Interreligious Council. But I would like this to really percolate down to the whole society so that you don't judge people by what they do, not the label, the denominations where they worship, where they do this. Because then how would you handle the parable of the Good Samaritan? I hear the Samaritans were not Jews. They were also not, I think they were of another religion. But what he did is what Jesus praised. Finally, I discussed with Mama when we saw the good thing here. I said, "Ate ffe tukoze ki?" then we agreed that from our cows, not from the government budget, but from our cows, we contribute 100 million shillings. But since you also elected me as president, you remember that issue? Some 3 years ago, you said, Aveo. I will use that authority which you gave me in the new budget of July to contribute 1 billion shillings to the church.
Ate era Agafa Embuga amala omukulembeze w'eggwanga Yoweri Kaguta Museveni bw'atyo yalabwako ng'akyazizza mukulu munne akulembera eggwanga erya DRC ey'okumuliraano wano eya Congo, era bwe yamukyaza ensonga ze bayogerako ezikwata ku mawanga gombi zaali nnyingi nnyo n'okusingira ddala enkolagana n'ensuubulagana wakati w'amawanga gombi ze zimu ku ebyo ebyakulembera ensonga ezaayogerwako nga bali mu maka g'obwa President gye yamwaniririza.
Wikewede President wa Democratic Republic of Congo DRC Oweekitiibwa Felix Tshisekedi yakyalako mu Uganda ng'era yayitibwa mukulu munne His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni President wa Uganda. Oweekitiibwa Tshisekedi yayanirizibwa mu maka g'obwa President era nga yali awerekeddwako baminisita n'abakungu abalala mu gavumenti ye. Abakulu bombi beefumba akafubo era ne bakubaganya ebirowoozo ku nsonga ezikwata ku mawanga gombi ne ku mbeera eriwo mu bbendobendo lya East Africa era ne baddamu okukakasa obweyamo bwabwe eri emirembe n'obutebenkevu mu kitundu ekyo. President Museveni ng'ayogerako eri bannamawulire yabannyonnyola nti ebyali byogeddwako mwali mulimu ebikwata ku kwerinda wakati wa DRC ne Uganda nga kuno kwogasse n'ebbendobendo lya East Africa wamu n'ebikwata ku mafuta mu bbendobendo lya Albertine.
Between the bilateral security issues between Uganda and DRC.
Premièrement, les questions de la sécurité bilatérale entre l'Ouganda et le RDC.
Secondly,
deuxièmement,
security of the region.
La sécurité de la région.
Thirdly,
troisièmement,
the issue of petroleum in Lake Albert.
La question du pétrole dans le lac Albert.
And then
quatrièmement,
the infrastructure.
L'infrastructure.
Especially the Kasindi.
Surtout
Kasindi, Beni.
la route de Kasindi, Beni,
Butembo Road.
President Tshisekedi ku lulwe yeebaza President Museveni olw'okumukyaza n'olw'okumwaniriza era n'agamba nti bye boogeddeko bigenda kuba bya nkizo nnyo mu kubangawo emirembe buli omu gy'ayaayanira.
Les portes de ce palais, je n'étais même pas encore président de la République.
The first time I came here in this palace, I was not even president of the Republic.
Et je me souviens que vous m'aviez très bien accueilli.
And I remember very well that you welcomed me very well.
Avec respect et considération.
I thank you also.
Les discussions que nous avons eues ce jour.
For the good discussions we have held today.
Des discussions très enrichissantes et très prometteuses.
Very useful discussions that promise a lot.
Qui ont tourné essentiellement autour du processus de paix, cette paix que nous voulons pour notre
turn
région.
Around the issue of peace, peace which we all like to have.
Cette paix que nous voulons pour notre région.
The peace for our good region.
Je repars.
Yeyama okussa mu nkola ebyo byonna bye bateesezzaako era n'akakasa nti alina obwesigwa mu mirimu President Museveni gy'akoledde eggwanga nga mirungi era nga naye agenda kukola bw'atyo.
Avec l'espoir que ce que nous nous sommes dit va se concrétiser.
I'm going back home aware that what we have agreed on shall be concretized.
Et je compte sur vous, sur votre sagesse.
And I actually believe in your intelligence and good work.
Ate bwe tweyongerayo mu Gafa Embuga amalala omukulembeze w'eggwanga era bw'ati twamulaba ng'akyazizza bamusigansimbi 17 balambirira okuva e Bufalansa era nga bano ekyali kibaleese si kirala wabula okukubaganya ebirowoozo ku butya bwe bayinza okusiga ensimbi mu ggwanga lino eryaffe ery'e Uganda. Omukulembeze bwe yayogera nabo yabalaga nti already wano mu ggwanga tulina bamusigansimbi okuva e Bufalansa abakola ddala ebitundu 53 ku buli 100 abamaze okuteeka wano ssente era nga bakoledde ddala bulungi. Kale bw'atyo n'abagamba nti ekyokusiga wano ssente kirowoozo kirungi nnyo era baleme kukirowoozaako nnyo wabula bajje bateekewo ssente tebajja kwejjusa.
Africa is going to be optimally populated and of course consume appropriately as we should consume. So therefore, the business potential is very big here. Now we, the freedom fighters, we had to sort out some issues among ourselves because we had also a lot of internal weaknesses among ourselves. Now, one weakness in the 1960s, why Africa lagged behind Asia, was not understanding the role of the private sector. Our leaders did not understand the role of the private sector. Like Idi Amin expelled our Asian people because he didn't understand. And some of the governments were confiscating private property. They were calling it nationalization. I don't know how you say it in Francais.
Nationalisation. Same word.
So that was one mistake on our side. But another mistake was the fragmentation of the market. The African market was fragmented. Fragmented by country, so our struggle has been to unite the market, and we have moved very good distance. There is the East African community now of 300 million people with 8 countries. The 8 countries, Uganda, Kenya, Tanzania, Rwanda, Burundi, South Sudan, Somalia, Congo DRC. This is one market of 300 million people. Then you have COMESA, the Southern Africa, but also we now have the CFT, the Continental CFTA, the Continental Free Trade Area. We are working on it also. So in so doing, we want to make it easy for the business people to, once you invest here, you can export. Not only to sell, you don't only sell to Uganda, you sell also to the others.
Ate yo nno bwe tuvaayo tweyongereyo n'agafa embuga amalala era nga ge tweyongedde nago ge g'okusiima omukulembeze w'eggwanga Yoweri Kaguta Museveni ng'eyamusiimye si mulala ye muduumizi w'eggye ery'enjawulo erya SFC Major General David Mugisha ng'ekisiimya omukulembeze ky'ekyokuba nti omukulu ono agamba nti bukyanga omukulu akwata mu nkasi akyusizza nnyo eggye ery'eggwanga erya UPDF okuviira ddala eri gye lyalabibwanga ng'eggye eryaya bayekera nga kaakano eggye ery'enjawulo ery'ekyokulabirako eri olukalu olwa Africa.
Major General David Mugisha, Commander, Special Forces Command. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to extend my heartfelt appreciation to His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda and Commander-in-Chief of the Uganda People's Defense Forces, General Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, for being a pillar of strength and vision for our armed forces, guiding us from our early days as a guerrilla-based army, the modern, well-structured, professional force we are all proud of today.
Okwogera bino omuduumizi w'amagye ag'enjawulo SFC Major General David Mugisha yali ku mukolo ogw'okuwummuza abaserikale ba SFC 31 ku kitebe kya SFC Entebbe. Abaawummula kwaliko abapoliisi ab'ekika ekya Warrant Officer 1, abapoliisi ab'ekika kya Warrant Officer 2, abali ku ddaala lya Sergeant, bakopolo n'abali ku ddaala erisooka mu magye. General David Mugisha era yasiima President olw'okuteekawo okuwummuzibwa ku mulimu okw'abajenero, abazira, abasirikale abakulu n'abato, n'agamba nti ekintu ekyo kikulu nnyo mu kusiima obuweereza bwabwe obw'okwewaayo.
He has to introduce a comprehensive retirement system for the gallant generals, senior officers, junior officers and men of the Uganda People's Defense Forces, marking a significant milestone in acknowledging their dedicated service. We are profoundly grateful for his enduring impact and leadership, which has fostered a brighter future for Uganda and beyond. His visionary strategy has brought us happiness and joy. In the past, retirement from the army was anchored on running away from the army, but today, our brothers and sisters have walked away from the forces and have served honorably and are allowed to walk away with dignity. Hongera sana.
Mu buufu bwe bumu yeebaza akulira amagye CDF General Muhoozi Kainerugaba olw'okulungamya obulungi enkola y'emirimu gya UPDF.
In the same spirit, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to take this singular honor and pleasure to thank the Chief of Defense Forces, General Muhoozi Kainerugaba, and Senior Presidential Advisor on Special Operations for being instrumental in shaping the strategic direction and operational effectiveness of the Uganda People's Defense Forces. Under his wise leadership, the Uganda People's Defense Forces has experienced significant modernization and professionalization. He has advocated for improved soldiers' welfare and comprehensive retirement packages, programs, ensuring that soldiers receive the support they deserve, including pensions, health care, and vocational training. His efforts promote a dignified retirement process, celebrate the contributions of retiring soldiers, fostering pride among active personnel, and reinforcing the idea that service in the UPDF is a noble calling.
Yasaba abawummudde okunyweza enkolagana yaabwe mu ebyo bye bayigidde mu magye era n'abakubiriza okwettanira okukola enteekateeka z'okutondawo obugagga okuyita mu kukozesa ssente entono ng'ate bafunamu nga mu by'obulimi. Yajjukiza abawummudde okunywerera ku misingi gya Uganda egy'okwagala ensi yaabwe, omwoyo gwa Africa, enkyukakyuka mu mbeera z'abantu n'ebyenfuna ne demokulasiya.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have gathered here today to celebrate yet another momentous occasion, a day filled with pride, gratitude, and touch of bitter, sweet emotions. As we honor the exceptional Special Forces Command personnel who are retiring, we recognize not just the end of this chapter, but the profound legacy you have left behind. Our dear retirees, you are reminded to uphold Uganda's core principles of patriotism and socio-economic transformation through your service. You are encouraged to continue embodying these values, representing Uganda's ideological stance on unity, prosperity, and stability in your respective communities. Patriotic duty and love for Uganda. You are advised to maintain a deep love for Uganda beyond military service. As civilians, veterans, you can continue contributing to the country by promoting peaceful coexistence, unity and development in your community.
Akulira abakozi ba SFC, Brigadier General Paul Namawa, yebaza abawummudde olw'okuweereza eggwanga lyabwe n'obunyiikivu mu kiseera kye bamaze mu magye.
Afterwards, I have a quote from one of the famous soldiers: never die. Never die, never die. Corporals, they love their strips. That's what they say. And the sergeants, they love to drill. Guess them bastards. Always will. So we will drill until we fade away. So we believe as you go home, you going home with a lot of knowledge that you have impacted on those you have left behind. So sir, with this, may I request one of the retirees to come and take us in a short prayer. Thank you.
In heaven,
Kulw'abawummudde, Warrant Officer 1 Frank Wamala yasiima obukulembeze bwa UPDF olw'okubawa omukisa okuweereza eggwanga.
The time we have shared with you has been nothing short of incredible comments, and time has come to express our deepest gratitude to you. Myself, I joined the army, that was the Bush War, NRA, in 1985. I served in various units, and I have served as chief clerk in various offices since 1988. As chief clerk since 1998. On behalf of the retirees and my own behalf, I would wish to take this opportunity to thank the command and administration of the SFC for the good relationship extended to us, the retirees. Your guidance and vision have steered us through many trials. To my fellow retirees, as we embark on our journeys, let us continue to work and behave diligently and professionally. The spirit of comradeship we built while in service should not end here. To ourselves, retirees, let us stay connected, share our experience, and uplift one another as we navigate through another phase of life. I urge my fellow retirees to be loyal to the government, make good relations with the civilian community. We are going to join and put the package that is money, we are going to get better use.
ate bwe tweyongerayo era n'agafa embuga bw'atyo omukulembeze w'eggwanga Yoweri Kaguta Museveni bw'atyo yakkiriza ate bwe yayitibwa mukulu munne okuva mu ggwanga erya Misiri omukulu ono Fattah el-Sisi bwe yamuyita okwetaba mu lukuŋŋaana olw'enjawulo olwa Nile Basin State Summit olugenda okubeerawo mu kibuga Cairo omwaka ogujja era omukulembeze n'ategeeza nti olw'obukulu bw'ensonga bw'atyo tayinza kubula ku lukuŋŋaana lufaanana nga luno olukuŋŋaana olwogerwako lugenda kwetabwamu abakulu b'amawanga abawera ddala 11 okuva mu mawanga okuli Misiri omutegesi okuli Ethiopia, Sudan, South Sudan, Kenya, Rwanda, Uganda, Eritrea, Tanzania, Burundi okukwogatta ne Democratic Republic of Congo. Eno nno yessaawa ate we tufundikirira agafa embuga era sirema kwebaza gwe abadde nange okuva gye natandikidde n'okutuusa kaakano. Nze branch Kimbugwe njagala okukwagaliza ekiseera ekirungi okutuusa bwe tunasinkana mulundi oguddako. Beera bulungi, weeraba.
UBC, inspiring Uganda. Inspiring Uganda.
In a nation hungry for truth,